local. I am not speaking on behalf of Ayati. I am speaking on behalf of YouTubers across the nation. If you are a YouTuber and you turn on your computer and your phone and you stream and your goal is to grow and put out good content and speak to people like me who get on you. I live for YouTube. Everything I do is YouTube. I do not watch regular TV. Everything is YouTube. I might be an OG, but I've been doing this since day one, and this is what I do. So when I tell you that we're just here to listen to people's opinions about what the situation is after the allegations brought forth by Dogpack 404, we will be able to determine the scope of things. But until Mr. Beast gives an explanation, which we are sure to get. Now, a lot of other things have been uncovered in the process of trying to Dogpack put out information that started with the Ava Kris Tyson situation, and he never really got to address it because everything else just started downpouring. Now, like I said, guys, if anything, my whole creed, everything I do was mimicking Mr. Beast because I really love the concept of being a person that uses their platform to help others. Now, I am not aligned with all the allegations that he is receiving, but his original purpose, his original mission to help the less fortunate and put those that couldn't find themselves in an opportunity in a position of opportunity. That is what I've been mimicking. That is what I've been aspiring to have. To be able to have people do, but I mean, not stuff where someone will get hurt, but you also have to remember that we can't be oversensitive. If you ever watch American Ninja Warriors, these guys are doing crazy stuff on American Ninja Warriors. I've seen people break their legs on American Ninja Warrior. So you have to remember that just because Mr. Beast is giving you an endurance challenge, it does not constitute that he is trying to abuse people. However, if he is going under the radar to do things that production isn't quite signing off on, because you have to also understand the scope of how a production works. I'm going to tell you how, more or less, without getting in trouble by divulging information that I shouldn't be divulging because I am part of a union and I don't speak for the union. Once again, speaking for myself, in a production, you're going to have a medic, or you should have a medic. You're going to have a medic based on the amount of people on staff. You're going to have grips. You're going to have electricians. You're going to have hair and makeup, locations. You're going to have parking. You're going to have teamsters, which are the truck drivers. You're going to have hair and makeup. You're going to have wardrobe. You're going to have special effects, stunts. You're going to have first team, which is the stars or the main YouTubers with the highest numbers. You're going to have second team, which is the people who are invited, who aren't the big name YouTubers. And then you got background, you got extras, and, union, non-union actors and union, non-union crew members. Now, it's extremely impossible, but not impossible, right? Because I can't say what's impossible. When you have money, you can bend rules. Not saying that Mr. Beast is bending rules. I'm not alleging that Mr. Beast is bending rules. I'm just saying that people with a lot of money can really kind of manipulate things. Is Mr. Beast doing that? Absolutely not. Not by my admission. I do not know what he is doing. However, I have worked on many productions. My name is credited on West Side Stories. So it's just to show you that I've worked on multi-blockbuster films that have involved massive builds, large capacity of manpower, and you do have your things to happen because it's large capacity, top tier Olympic crew type of work. So I cannot say that there's people who are there, who are actors, who can misunderstand the work effort, and maybe they don't want to do 100 takes, but they require 100 takes to get the right take, and they may deem it as, oh my God, they're overworking me. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell you is that there might be people who will say that the Beast games are, oh my God, they're abusive, but if you sign up for American Ninja Warrior, and like I said, I'm not picking sides. I don't want nobody to come crucify me thinking that I'm trying to fluff off Mr. Beast because I love Mr. Beast. Because if Mr. Beast is wrong, Mr. Beast is wrong. I also love Dogpack. Dogpack is inspirational. There's nothing wrong with what he did. What he did was he saw something wrong. He spoke about it. He may not have used the right networks to do it, but maybe he didn't feel like he had any. He's not gonna get listened to if he went directly through the Beast Corporation. So he went away about it his way, which was a bit radical. But you know what? He has brought to light things that needed to be brought to light. Okay. So that being said, I'm sure that Beast, or the Beast Enterprise, the Mr. Beast Corporation, or whatever entity that is, because Mr. Beast is probably just a spokesperson. You got to remember, this kid might have built the company brand, but he might just be a big high-paying star. He might not be the shot caller. There might be bigger entities involved in this situation where it's other shot callers involved. He's just the mascot. He's no different than the U.S. president who's sitting there while the cabinet makes all the shot calls, the bankers make all the wages, and all the law signers make all the bills. Right? The president can't do much. The president can advocate for whatever he wants. His power is only limited. He's just the face of the United States. Mr. Beast might just be the face of Beast. He might just be the guy with the cute smile and the handsome looks. That's it. He's America's a poster child for America. Right? So that being said, let's say that. And I'm going to get into the video because we're going to watch a video by Rosanna Paulino, which I haven't seen myself. We're going to see it for the first time because I'm getting fed up with all the attacking Mr. Beast. Everybody's attacking Mr. Beast, and the only people that have a right to say anything, once again, I repeat myself, the only people that have a right to speak their mind right now would be Dogpack 404, Jake Weddle, that young lady that I said, Man, I really gotta get her name. What is her name? Bumbaclot. Well, anyway, the girl with the surprise. BJ Investigates. Her. Let's call her BJ Investigates. BJ Investigates. Dogpack 404, who brought BJ Investigates in, and she's doing actual journalism. She's doing groundwork. She's allowed to talk, right? She's allowed to talk because when she does her analysis, she's not just recapping. She's bringing something to the table, okay? She's telling me something I have not heard from any other sources. So she's breaking some information. She's breaking some news to us. Now, Dogpack 404 broke news to us. He's allowed to talk. Rosanna Paulino, she broke news to us. She was the one who brought the Mr. Beast manual and read it on her page. If you want, you guys go follow Rosanna Paulino, go follow Dogpack 404. Of course, you already follow Mr. Beast. And if you don't, go follow Mr. Beast as well. Follow all parties. Listen to the story before you have an opinion. And for all you are so despicable, you YouTubers that are doing these reaction videos to clout chase. There's one there that he was like, oh, Mr. Beast I knew he was a third. But how do you know that? How did you know that if you were probably a subscriber who wanted to be on the show too? Listen, all you clout chasers, you all wanted to be in the Beast games. You all wanted to be with Mr. Beast. You all wanted to be doing challenges. You all wanted the free money. The minute that the king takes a knee and falls to the ground, everybody want to come run, kick him in the face. I'm going to tell you something. I do not respect any of you guys. I don't care if my rise as a YouTuber burns my bridges with you guys. I do not respect you. And if I ever meet you, I will tell you to your face, OG here, gaming granddad himself, Chichi Mets from the BX. I do not respect people who kick other people when they're down. We're all YouTubers. We're all like brothers. And you cannot kick your brother, the most influential brother, because he has a problem with another brother or another sister. That's a YouTuber. Okay, whatever we YouTubers do, let's be a little more civilized. Let's be a little more civil to everybody who don't know about YouTube. Okay, there's Twitch people that don't do that. Twitch streamers do not do that to themselves. Kick streamers do not do that to themselves. There's even that page, Bigo Live, that there's a bunch of savages on that. And they would not do that to themselves. They would not shoot another Bigo Live person. They will not, a kick streamer will not throw another kick streamer under the bus. If Aiden Ross, look at Aiden Ross. He had the president, Trump. How many kick streamers don't like Trump? And you did not kick Aiden. You made your comments and you said what you said, right? So how is it that Legend, you okay? You okay, puppy? You okay? My bad. My puppy looked like he was having a nightmare. You okay, little buddy? Just making sure. Go to sleep. I know maybe it's your wound. It probably has a little rash. So what I'm trying to say is that you guys, the let's look at the names again. The Hannah needs to yell. Don't yell, please. Okay. The Cope and Seif looking like a washed up Seth Rogen. Shut up, you stupid. Zoe Unlimited. There was one here that says something. And she was more decent.
Time on the Mr. Beast team, no
this
one
is
liked
the
him, right?
douchebag
He was a
right
fucking
here.
runt. Or actually, let me rephrase that. On the Mr. Beast team, you have the social hierarchy, right? And the higher you are is based on how much you suck Mr. Beast's dick.
The culture around
this is a clown right here. You hear me? This right here is a clown. I'm gonna show you what this clown looks like. I'm gonna show you what a clown looks like. I'm gonna tell you these clout chasing ass YouTubers. That let me tell you something. Us YouTubers, we need to stick together because we are a rare breed. We are the bread makers. We are the, you know what I mean, the podcasters of tomorrow. So, this fucking guy, bro. He is such a lame. Sadagaskar. That's who he is. Sadagaskar, you fucking lame. I'm gonna tell you, I don't respect that kid. I don't respect that kid because I could tell you, I could look at his channel right now and tell you that he was a Mr. Beast fan. He looks like the most heartbroken Mr. Beast fan ever right now. He is like really, he is really hurting. He is hurting so bad because Mr. Beast didn't put him in the Beast game. No, he's a lame. I'm going to tell you that right now. He's a lame. You know what I mean? So, this is what he looks like, that cornball. Bam, bam, bam.
And tea. So for this video,
so we're gonna get into the Rosanna Paulino video. I hope I'm saying her name right. Rosanna Pansino. Rosanna Pansino. I was saying her name wrong the whole time, but I'm Spanish, so I butcher shit. So don't mind me. But I just wanted to show you this lame kid that just be running his jibs. He runs his
suggest this guy.
Look at how he intros. This is if this ain't a cloud chaser, I don't know what is. But if this ain't a cloud chaser, I don't know what is. Look at how he intros the video. Just the intro to the video should be enough for you to know how much he cloud chases. This is him cloud chasing his ass off. Check it out.
Basically, everything about him's a complete fucking lie. He fakes his videos, he tortures his
You hearing him?
employees, he let a literal child fucker work for
You
him and put
hearing
him in
this?
multiple videos.
You
And just when you
hearing
thought
this
it couldn't
guy?
get any worse, today we have child labor allegations and more
This
employees
is the
who are terrible
cornball.
human beings.
This is
And
the
honestly,
cornball.
it's,
This guy
it's
right
kinda
here.
comical
This
at
guy
this
right here.
point. You know, nothing about the situation is funny, but Mr. Beast's PR team has been working harder than a single mom on Christmas, and then boom, even more allegations, and they're even worse.
He's not even funny, yo. He said a single mom on Christmas. A single mom on Christmas? A single mom on he works harder than a single mom on Christmas. A single mom doesn't work on Christmas. She's with her kids. They don't even have school. It's winter recess, you idiot. You see that this guy right here is so privileged? He's so privileged that he smells like a Mr. Beast fan. Let's see. Fucking, I'm not even subscribed to this lame-o. Look, 30,000 subscribers. He's lame. His video with the most views is the Mr. Beast slander video. 7K. Oh, he got a 24K here slandering somebody else. He's just a douchebag. He just talks shit about people, and he's garbage. He doesn't bring no substance to YouTube. This is a parasite. Nothing. There's nothing here. Nothing. This is a channel I would never come to. I would never come to this channel. This kid right here is, and I don't like to bash nobody because us YouTubers are a rare breed. Like I said, we are all like brothers and we should never attack each other. But this right here, this guy right here is a Mr. Beast fan. I know a Mr. Beast fan when I see one. Look, he dresses like Mr. Beast. He sits in a chair like Mr. Beast, in his room like Mr. Beast. He's doing everything Mr. Beast did when he was Mr. Beast started. He is a clout chaser. Look, Fortnite Pro touches on himself. On him. He's a.
All right, what's up, guys? I don't know why. For some reason, out of like the last 5 videos I've uploaded, including this one, like 4 of them have just been unnecessarily freaky. We talked about.
He's trash. Unnecessarily freaky. And this is the guy talking about, oh, Mr. Beast has this essays and all this other crap in his staff. Bro, you are sus, bro. You talking about freaky shit? Freaky ass nigga, you a 69 god. Freaky ass nigga, you a 69 god. I'm not following you are fraud. Sadagascar, you a fake ass god. You a fan, nigga. Fan. I don't fuck with fans. I'm gonna tell you something.
Mr. Beast's secret
You
CEO.
fan.
Like the title suggests, this guy was secretly running everything behind the scenes at the Mr. Beast.
This guy don't
Now,
even talk any facts. He just regurgitates what Dogpack 404 said. Listen, if you ain't got no news, don't say nothing. That's why I'm talking today, because I'm not regurgitating nothing. We're about to see what Rosana Pansino said. That's that. We're going to make our comments, and that's that. Everything I got to say about all these lame-ass clout chasers. This is Zoe Unlimited.
So you think you know Wix, but do you really?
I'm going to give you a taste of all the clout chasing I've been seeing lately. This is clout chasing for a fact.
Pathological liar.
He's a pathological liar. How do you know? You probably was a Beast fan too. Fans turning on you. Look, fans. This is a fan. I ain't gonna lie. She got 3 million subscribers. I shouldn't be barking up this tree, but she was a fan. Now, maybe this is the lady that I was saying that was giving good advice. Yeah, she was giving good advice because she got a degree and she spoke a few things in her thing that I did not know. So this lady right here, she is allowed to, she's not picking sides. She's on my team. Neutral. We're just watching the conflict, giving a sideline idea. Just like any commentator, you know what I'm saying? We are actually just commentating. But all these other clout chasers that hate Mr. Beast, all of a sudden you hate Mr. Beast? That's crazy, you clout chasers. She's not a clout chaser. But at least you see with her subscription, her following, that she is not. Look, I even like the video. She says shit that was real, Mo.
No freaking way.
So I like this right
Staying
here.
underwater for 24 hours, then giving strangers $1,000. Breaking the law, then giving strangers $10,000.
See, this
Is
right
he
here was a
going to
good
be
point she
The
made.
biggest YouTuber in the world. Have hobbies of art, gaming, sport. Little Jimmy picked up the hobby called YouTube. But there was a problem. Months after months, Jimmy was stuck in the sub 1K view jail.
That was it. People thought it was crazy. I'm gonna be a YouTuber. Be like, I don't know. I'm gonna be one. I'm just gonna figure it out. I don't care.
How is he going to be the biggest YouTuber in the world?
Good
There was
question.
only one single brand mission for Mr. Beast. Go viral or go home. And a glimpse of hope finally began to show after 5
She's gonna say some shit
years
right here,
of
watch.
trying. With his first breakthrough videos like spending 40 hours to count to 100,000, watching paint dry for an hour, staying underwater for
Yeah, but look at the views on that, 5.2. And look at the views on the other one, 143 million. 5 years, 1 year. That's
24 hours,
big difference.
then giving strangers $1,000, breaking the law, then giving strangers $10,000, then more and more, then 50,000, 500,000. Mr. Beast
I would like
was
to.
on the path.
I dead ass want to add up how much money he gave away. I really want to know. If somebody out there can help me put together counting how many dollars he's given away publicly. That's a good question. I want to know. I would like to know that.
To win attention at whatever cost, literally.
I just wanted to be the biggest YouTuber I could be.
By 2018, Mr. Beast has given out $1 million through his
By 2018, but it's 2024.
outlandish stunts, which earned him the title of YouTube's biggest philanthropist. But is it really philanthropy?
Great question. What does it say here? I want money spent to be shown on camera ideally. If you're spending over $10,000 on something, it won't be shown on camera. Seriously think about it. Oh wow. This is the manual right here. Yeah, this was sus right here. This was sus right here because supposedly people found it at random, but then she makes a comment that was like muscle memory.
So it is like really like total chance.
Jimmy, thank you for picking us.
See? She said, thank you for picking us. Why would she say that?
It is like really like total chance.
Jimmy, thank
Jimmy, thank you
you for picking us.
for picking us. Thank you for picking us. That's like muscle memory. That's like when KSI was like, oh, I think I know one of the challenges. And the challenge is that they're going to pick us to throw a basketball. And if we win, one of our subscribers gets a Cybertruck. And that was actually a challenge. How did KSI know the challenge in advance? The guy he was telling didn't even know the challenge. And then he tried to front like, oh, I think I know one of them. Like as if, oh, that's going to make me feel like you don't know the other ones. And then Logan Paul was over there when they were at the kitchen for that challenge. That was the one that they were doing the YouTuber, all the influencers. And one of them gets, I think, is $500,000. Well, in that one where KSI and Logan Paul was there, Kai Cenat was there, a whole bunch of influencers were there. And Logan Paul was doing some sus shit. He was there talking about that, oh, when he was blindfolded, oh, I think this is an escape room. You ever been in an escape room? Like, bro, you don't got to sell it. You don't got to sell it. And you're a horrible actor. Do not do that again. That shit was crazy. Anyway, she's going to say some shit right here.
No, he didn't. It was random.
We will dissect his brand of being a philanthropist in a moment.
Jimmy said, can you say to the camera how thankful you are that now you can pay back your student loans?
But one thing that stands true despite all the allegations is that Mr. Beast is genuinely passionate about YouTube.
I fell in love and I've been hooked ever since. People just tell me all.
I'm not famous enough to burn a bridge, so at the end of the day, I'm still Jimmy's bitch.
And that's the truly scary.
Wow,
How
what was that?
dangerous can you get when you realize that hurting other humans instead of helping them can get you just as many, if not more, views?
I'm just happy to be out. I still can't walk well, but it hurts less. And like, I'm not famous enough to burn a bridge, so at the end of the day, I'm still Jimmy's bitch.
And that's the truly scary future of Mr. Beast's
That's crazy that
growing
he said that.
empire. Without the right
It's like I
safeguards,
said, if you sign up for it, because you want the money and you are not athletically built for it, why the hell are you signing up? It's Mr. Beast. He's not just going to give you the money. He's going to make you go through it. Make you swim. Make you jump lasers. Make you hang from a fucking rope. Make you probably even skydive. But if you don't know how to do that, why are you signing up? I know I cannot do none of those challenges. Why the hell would I sign up? And if he was like, yo, I want to put you on one of my challenges, I'll be like, yo, Jimmy, make sure it ain't something that's too physical, because you know that I got fucking injuries, bro. Don't put me in a situation where I might end up in the hospital. And he's probably going to be like, I'm going to do this type of challenge with you. Put your hand on this, and whoever takes it off first keeps it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't sign up, especially now for the Amazon Prime shit. Like, for real, you think Amazon Prime going to give Mr. Beast $5 million so he could do laser tag? No. He's going to give them $5 million so they could put people in situations like Fear Factor did. He could put people in situations like American Ninja Warrior did. Ask Joe Rogan how many people got hurt in Fear Factor. How many people probably were sick in the hospital after being in Fear Factor? Like, if you got a bad stomach and you might die of an allergy, why are you going to go to Fear Factor? If you're not athletically built, legend, if you're not athletically built, why are you going to go be on a beast challenge? Sometimes I see some of the contestants. I'm not trying to trash nobody, but I'm wondering, why do you think you were going to be able to win versus random subscribers who are probably athletically built? If I go to a beast challenge, what are the odds that it be swimming like the times that he's put that dude that he got, that he always be putting through the crazy challenges, right? Like, no, I would not go, because I know I'm signing up for some crazy shit. Now, if he's like, nah, don't worry about it, it's going to be like stay in a bunker for 30 days. You get what I'm saying? But if it's like, yo, you got to do some physical activity, like, I can't do it. I will not sign up. I don't care how much you offering, bro. That's something to keep in mind. Now, everybody who signed up, I'm not going to tell you that you knew what you were signing up for. But if you do say yes, you got to think that he might put some crazy shit. That's just off GP. Now, some other people have different claims. Sort of like Rosanna Pansino. Let's watch her video, because she doesn't have the same claims.
Welcome back to my channel. As many of you know, I am talking to over 200 Beast Games contestants, crew,
see what
and
I'm saying?
About 20 ex-employees of Mr. Beast and a couple current ones. And in talking with so many people and hearing their experiences and stories, there is simply no way I can stay silent. I will explain more in the future.
This
but
is why I
just wanted
have
to let
to
you
watch.
guys know that I cannot, in good conscience, do nothing. So I'm going to keep talking about these kinds of things on my channel, and I am also going to continue to make baking videos and foodie videos, because I love baking and it's one of my favorite hobbies in the entire world. So this is going to become a very unique channel. I've been joking with my friends that this is going to be a channel where you can get cookies and tea. I'm now serving cookies and tea. So for this video, I'm going to be watching and
we are here for the tea.
reacting to the new Dogpack video. But first, before we get started, I wanted to read you.
See, she could do that. She could react to it because she was in the Beast Games. She was in the YouTube Originals Extreme Tag or Extreme Hide and Go Seek. All right? So, Rosanna Pansino is allowed to react to Dogpack 404's video. She's allowed to talk her shit. Alright? But I've been seeing some motherfuckers that ain't even been on a beast set, like me, running up on this bitch. Well, not her, but running up on the other chick and talking mad shit like Shorty's wildin'. Listen, she's only in because Dogpack 404 was the one that gave her some exclusive content. Now, she got exclusive content. She's breaking news. If you're breaking news, you're allowed to talk. If you ain't breaking news, just stay the fuck out the way. This is big boy shit. If you look at these people's subscriber counts, these people are in the millions. I ain't got shit to say about it. They in the millions. If you ain't fucking in the millions, shut the fuck up. Don't be giving your fucking opinion. If you want to watch a reaction video, watch a fucking reaction video. Don't talk about how much you hate anybody. Don't call nobody crazy. Don't think nobody's out of their mind because Dogpack 404 went through whatever the fuck he went through. Jake Weddle obviously came back unhinged from whatever the hell he experienced. Rosanna Pansino was not happy with her experience, and BJ Investigates is only here because she's with Dogpack, and she's really good at what she does. So everybody else could just shut the fuck up and stop trying to clout chase. Watch your reaction video like everybody else and just shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing bad about Rosanna Pansino. Don't say shit bad about BJ Investigates. Don't say shit bad about Jake Weddle, or don't say shit bad about Dogpack 44. And definitely don't say you hate Mr. Beast, because 99% of you guys out there were his fans. Y'all were all riding the coattail, swinging off his sack, wishing y'all was on one of his challenges, and now all of a sudden y'all hate him. So shut your fucking trap. I already know what jealousy looks like. Now let's get back to the video.
A tweet that Trey Yates put out. For those of you who aren't familiar, Trey Yates is a former employee of Mr. Beast. He was very involved with many of Mr. Beast's most popular videos. This tweet just came out.
Wow.
So let's take a look at it. Trey is the purple text, and he is talking to a Mr. Beast employee while he worked there. He writes, "I am so anti-Team LaKoya right now. What's happening right now? He fucked reacts over bad. All right. Didn't let me know talent was in quarantine, and I wasn't aware until they were 48 hours into it. Jimmy is taking it seriously, as he should, but on top of that, Chris is so overwhelmed and tired from almost dying over the weekend from the FBI agent that he let me know he's not feeling like recording." This is just crazy. The FBI agent was not vetted properly, but LaKoya is not taking responsibility for it. Almost dying? From the FBI? What? Shit, did you not hear about that? Not at all. Bad shit doesn't spread around through Jimmy. Jimmy has been hella busy and not being able to take any calls over the weekend though. So stuff was definitely happening, but I just assume that was the FBI filming. The first FBI agent they had hit Chris's car from behind with Chris, Carl, and Nolan in it, and he drove them off the road and they crashed. WTF?
What? An FBI agent crashed their car so they could get off the road. What?
Wait, like WTF?
How come this was not in the news? You telling me that Mr. Beast didn't know this?
There is no fucking way. After they essentially parted ways with the guy, he said the experience gave him PTSD from when he was in Afghanistan in 2003.
Oh, this is that video that I got hunted by the FBI. Wow. So they were in an ill crash and nobody said nothing.
OMG. Before filming, he was talking about how being at war in Afghanistan was actually fun though. So yeah, Jesus Christ, not sure if it's an excuse or real. I'm not sure either, but there's footage of him driving the talent off the road. At any rate, I told Chris I understand if he can't film today. LaKoya is not answering anyone at all. He knows he fucked up massively. Didn't the FBI video turn out great? Or it did when they brought the second guy in. I gotcha.
What?
It was scrapped for 12 hours until they found another guy who was apparently very chill. Jimmy was joking around about it yesterday though, so he's aware it was a problem. There is a long history of Jimmy shoots, Mr. B shoots being very dangerous. I'm gonna read this part again because it's a lot. First FBI agent they had hit Chris's car from behind with Chris, Carl, and Nolan in it. And he drove them off the road and they crashed. They are so lucky that nobody died. Not only did this put the three of them at risk, but it's putting the public at risk too. Driving recklessly like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. How the fuck the dude was actually trying to kill them?
This is why it's important to properly vet people for videos. And according to these texts, It sounds like that is something that is not being done. So
Now you guys understand what I was explaining to you about the Local 52 and Hayati. They guarantee that people are trained to do what they're going to do and that the proper protocols happen. Do you know that before a movie or before any stunt or before any situation like that, they have a whole drill where they explain to you a safety meeting and everybody in that crew has to attend? They don't want to hear about it. You could be the guy serving the food. You got to hear what they're about to say, because if something goes wrong, they want everybody to know what the protocol was. These guys were crashed. They ran off the road and crashed. And that right there, somebody could have been like crippled. Somebody could have not just died, somebody could have been mangled. And there was no medics ready, no stunt people ready, no trained people for the stunt, no safety measures, no seatbelt measures. Like, this dude was just acting rogue.
So after getting in a big car accident, they're lucky they didn't die. They find another guy and keep filming in 12 hours. If this is what happened, 12 hours is not enough time to properly vet someone. This is dangerous. Let's move on because reading is hard. So today we're going to be watching a video together that Dogpack made. If you aren't familiar with Dogpack, he is a former Mr. Beast employee, and I find his videos very informative and eye-opening, and
Yeah, that's what I
I'll be
was
linking
saying.
to all of them
I'm
down below.
telling you, you
He's
gotta go
posted
check the
3
kid
of them,
out.
so I'll post links to all 3 of them. The one that we're going to be watching today is the most recent one, the 3rd video that he posted. All right, so here we go.
Okay, so this video is going to focus around one instance of SA. I wanted to put all the SA allegations into one video, part 3, final video until Jimmy responds at least.
Wow.
I sort of overestimated how easy that would be, as far as like getting everything approved with victims and lawyers, and like also, you know, traditional media is involved. They've been DMing me.
I'm going to stop right here because I just want to say I really like that he is telling these stories, and I also like that he is letting people come forward in their own time when they're comfortable. I think that that's really important. I have personally heard some of these other stories myself, and I'm really proud of him for addressing these issues and bringing these issues to light.
Time Magazine, also like documentary people, I don't know, you're like, hey, I've worked with Netflix and Hulu and Apple TV and Peacock. Are you interested? And I'm like, I don't know.
I really like that he mentions press here. I myself personally have gotten dozens of people who wanted to come forward and share their experiences in touch with press. I've been working in traditional entertainment for almost 20 years, and I have a lot of relationships with very reputable people from media. So if any of you out there have stories that you want to share in any capacity, just let me know. My DMs are open on every platform.
People should
I can't
go
believe
to
this
those
is
more
happening
legitimate
for real. This
sources
is like
to
a
get their
big
stories out.
This is like a nightmare. This is like a big nightmare, because I swear to God, did not think that this could happen to Mr. Beast. But it's like they say. You could only be the good guy. It's better to die as the good guy than to see yourself live out to be the villain.
So I've been referring people to other people, because traditional has, you know, more resources than I do, and better legal protections than I do for sure.
They have
I
more
do have
resources
sort of
than me.
that bigger
They got-
project, the
they got
original
a
part
lot.
3, and I have a lot of other interviews and other allegations that I'm working on.
And he's clarifying here that this video isn't part 3. This is more of an update video.
Putting together so I have something for when Mr. Beast responds. If his response is bad, then I can sort of point out, hey, he lied here and he deflected and straw man argument or whatever, as well as like dropping new allegations, and doing it in an opportune way so that they get the most eyeballs. But yeah, I just wanted to say this is just around sort of one allegation. Also, everything in this video is allegedly. This video is not monetized. It's for educational purposes only. This is
It is
matters of public interest. I'll put a full disclaimer on the screen. But yeah, here's the video.
Great reminder. Yes, this is all allegedly.
Okay, today I'm going to be covering Mr. Beast's secret CEO, James Waring.
And just in case you guys didn't hear that, all of this is just for entertainment purposes. None of this is all allegedly, like I said since the beginning.
And his involvement in SA and SA cover-ups, like the one including his best friend LaKoya Hill, who also happens to be Mr. Beast's secret chief operating officer, or was. And then I want to touch on the man himself, Jimmy Donaldson. Mr. Beast has very publicly and transparently been engaging in a massive cover.
Did you see your man, Beast? Hey, yo. Hey, yo, Beast, what you doing in your underwear, bro? Oh, my God.
Deleting a lot of evidence.
Yo, this is so crazy. I cannot believe this is happening. Wow. Wow. Wow, this is crazy.
And I think a lot of this cover-up is going sort of completely under the radar. We're not even aware of what's being swept under the rug, and they're getting away with hiding and deleting evidence.
I've been hearing whisperings of things that are going on at the company, but I cannot 100% confirm those things yet. But things that are already confirmed is that he has been deleting comments like crazy, anything about any of these allegations, and they've been editing out parts of videos on his main channel on the back end. Little clips are
I did not know you could edit clips out. That's crazy.
Disappearing everywhere. It appears that they do not like some of the evidence that are in those videos.
After I called out James Warren by name in my last video, his Instagram and Facebook got taken down, and his LinkedIn got taken down.
So there's more stuff being deleted, and if you don't have anything to hide, why are you hiding everything, and especially your LinkedIn?
That's
and
crazy.
As this video goes on, you're going to see more stuff that they're deleting, and I'm just wondering, what else are they deleting?
Shit, what else have they already deleted we don't even know about?
Creator Games 3 footage, but as you guys know, I'm currently undefeated against Logan Paul in the game Hide and Seek.
Just a quick profile on James Warren. He's Jimmy's cousin and secret CEO, and I say secret because, you know, they're not very open about that fact. Like, he doesn't post about it on social media. It wasn't ever attached to his LinkedIn. He's never featured or really referenced anywhere. I heard that he's very aggressive. I've heard him referred to as a psychopath.
He looks aggressive. He looks like a hillbilly.
Who screams at people and hits his girlfriends.
So I'm just gonna let this play.
And he hits his girlfriends. I told you, he just looks like the type that drinks moonshine.
And I'm not going to touch on the specific allegations because James Warren is a very common name, and they're still figuring out what exactly has happened with him. But I will say that every employee that I've talked to that knows James has said that he is one of the worst people that they have ever had to work with.
James Warren, also allegedly an ex-drug addict. I've heard that he offered cocaine and hookers to editors to stay late.
Now, I haven't heard about this exact allegation, but I
like
have heard rumors about editors being offered things that no company should be giving people.
And then the really big thing is that there was some incident between him and a female colleague that resulted in the female colleague leaving the company and receiving 3 years in severance pay.
In my opinion, that is hush money.
3 years of severance pay? I've never even heard of that. Alexa, how much severance pay can you receive as a maximum?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Alexa, can you receive 3 years of severance pay?
I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah, not even Alexa has an answer for that.
If when you leave a company, they give you a 3-year salary.
3 years?
That's a sneaky way of doing hush money.
Yeah,
Hush,
that's
hush. I have heard
crazy.
of at least a dozen what I'm going to call hush money payments. There's a lot going on.
Oh
Still
my
actively
God.
looking into this incident, so if you have information, let me know. But I've heard from multiple credible sources that this is true and this did happen. Also, I should quickly clarify that a lot of this investigation is allegedly. You know, that's sort of the nature of these instances. I have a lot of testimony, corroborating testimony, but the reason I'm publishing this is that hopefully it brings more information to light. Like after, you know, the Jake Weddle interview got posted, which was all mostly testimony, people came out corroborating his story, and then ultimately Jimmy ended up apologizing and offering him $190,000, which to me I think is
This is
most
crazy.
likely an admission of guilt. You know, you don't apologize for things that you didn't
This is
do.
just out
So
of
anyway, I just
control.
want to get that out of the way. But what's not allegedly,
Look at that guy. I'm telling you, that guy looks super sus.
you don't apologize for things that you didn't do. So anyway, just
Look at that guy. That guy runs a company for real? Sheesh. Sheesh. Damn. That means anybody could get that position.
want to get that out of the way. But what's not allegedly is that James Warren is the former COO of acquisitions of a real estate investment firm called Greenstone Ventures LLC, which is one of the businesses listed in this indictment of his former business partner, Joshua Hutchins, who was sentenced to 10 years in prison for running a real estate Ponzi scheme.
Ponzi schemes are great up until they just go bust.
So
Did he just say that? This man beast be wildin'. Don't ever say dumb shit like that. Nigga said Ponzi schemes are great until they go bust. Oh man, beast. What the fuck? Look at Rosanna Pansino's face. She's mind blown by the fact that he said that crazy shit. This motherfucker's crazy. Yo, beast, what the fuck? Is there nobody sitting next to this kid telling him not to say this shit? What the fuck? Listen, I'm gonna say something. When you got that kind of money, you should have somebody next to you that stops you from saying dumb shit. You feel me? I don't give a fuck how freely you wanna speak. Somebody that stops you from saying dumb shit, and another motherfucker that stays behind to make sure that when they edit that shit, dumb shit gets edited out. That's fucking insane. Look at her face. That was shocking. That shit shocked me.
before
I won't touch too much on these specific allegations because I know that they're still doing some digging, but these are awful. If this James Warren is the James Warren CEO, Jimmy's cousin, that is running Mr. Beast, a lot of things are making more sense. And if the date at the bottom of these documents is accurate, 2022, this is only a couple years ago. Just in general, I think that this shows a lot of like-minded people hanging out.
Again, that's my opinion. That's all allegedly. Now, on to his
Of
alleged
course.
best friend, LaQuia Hill. They both went to UNC Chapel Hill together, and they
School
both,
buddies.
after graduating, got into real estate.
Wow.
But by 2017, LaQuia Hill was running an adult entertainment event business.
Okay,
Hey,
so
yo.
LaQuia Hill is good friends
That-
with James
Wait, this is the LaQuia they were talking about on the text messages? This? Oh my God, this is a bad situation. Look at these two suspect ass motherfuckers. One of them look like a shady cokehead. The other one look like a Molly head.
Warren, who is Jimmy, Mr. Beast's cousin, and the CEO. So he hires him as
Oh, I'll take that back. That's Jimmy's cousin. Hey, I mean, he allegedly looks like a cokehead. And the other guy allegedly looks like a Molly head. I did not say anything like that. You crazy? I want no smoke with you, beast.
a producer. This is the first job that he has at Mr. Beast. For those of you who don't know, they all live really close to each other. Even James Warren and Jimmy Donaldson, Mr.
No
Beast, they live on the
way.
same street.
No way.
Our party evolved into this place where, you know, you have the drag queens, the muscle daddies, the bears, the twinks, the, like, posh boys.
Now, I'm all for personal freedoms. I believe adults should be able to do whatever they want. However, I question what qualified the sort of go-go dance drag daddy of San Francisco for a job producing YouTube.
That nigga works with kids? What the fuck? What the fuck? No, Beast, you bugging, Beast, you bugging, Beast, you bugging, you my nigga. Yo, Beast, you my nigga, but you bugging. You wildin', that's hot boy territory.
Content for children. You know, it'd also be weird if Mr. Beast hired Johnny Sins as the janitor, I guess. It's not the real issue, though. The issue is that in late 2021, he was allegedly fired for sexually assaulting his assistant. Now I put fired in quotation marks because he was actually quietly moved to the dubbing company, which was Unilingo at the time.
Before we go any further, I just wanted to let you know that I reached out to some former Mr. Beast employees to get their thoughts on LaQuia Hill, and they said very similar things to what's in this video. And I had been talking to them way before this video came out. This has been brewing for a very long time.
Email, links back to him, links to these photos, one of which was the profile picture for his YouTube channel, which also after my first video, his YouTube channel mysteriously got deleted.
Hold on here, hold on here, hold on, more deleting.
And at some point his Twitter also got deleted. I don't know if that's when he sexually assaulted his assistant. I don't know if that's after my first video got posted. Either way, Booty Call Wednesday.
Oh my god, yo, I fucking feel like I'm losing my mind right now.
Are canceled. He was actually
No, not Booty Call Wednesday.
Booty Call Wednesdays are canceled. He was actually
No, not Booty Call Wednesdays. They're my favorite day of the week.
Brought back to Mr. Beast in 2023
Yo.
after sexually assaulting his assistant prior.
Hey, yo.
Back to Mr. Beast in 2023 after sexually assaulting his assistant prior. And promoted to Chief Financial Officer.
Oh, he corrected it on the screen. Chief Operating Officer, COO.
Which is how I personally was introduced to him. Here's some evidence from the internal Slack channel at Mr. Beast showing LaQuia Hill acting in some COO capacity, saying there's news reporters outside, do not engage with them. This was shortly after the Time magazine article came out.
I'm really glad that he mentions the articles. I'll link to a bunch of them down below in the description, and I would just encourage you to read them. They're very in-depth. They have a lot of info in there, especially reading them with a new perspective. They're very eye-opening.
So here I have a document showing testimony from former Mr. Beast employees talking about LaQuia Hill. When I say verified former Mr. Beast employee, I had them send some form of proof. I know who some of these people are. They just want to remain anonymous, but you know, I'm willing to share this with like an independent third party if it needs to happen. Personally, I don't think Mr. Beast is going to deny sort of this LaQuia Hill story that I'm going to show you. But here's the first testimony, and I'll say this person is especially credible in my opinion.
I really like that he's touched on this because a lot of people don't understand why people don't just come forward and speak up. A lot of the reason is because they're under NDAs, and NDAs usually, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm going to go check with mine, usually don't cover when the company or an individual at the company asks you to do something illegal or that is illegal. There's a lot of things that they don't cover, but it's kind of a scare tactic, and a lot of people fear this piece of paperwork and don't speak up. And the verified contestants that I've been talking to said that their NDA for the Beast Games is $500,000 per infraction. So because the number is just so big, they're just too nervous to speak up. They want to share their experiences, they want to share what happened to them, but they're afraid of the NDA. Just because you signed an NDA does not mean they can treat you however they want.
Is especially credible in my opinion. I asked them, did you see or hear of any sexual misconduct at the company? They say yes. LaQuia Hill, the current COO. In 2021, he had an assistant named victim's name. I heard LaQuia acted very inappropriately with victim, booking hotel rooms with only one bed, walking around in his underwear, having victim come to his house and showing him his sex toy collection. Just in general, LaQuia made victim uncomfortable. Victim started complaining to higher-ups, and a report got written. LaQuia was put on paid leave for like a month.
Wow.
Then Mr. Beast moved him to a dubbing
good
company,
like that, huh?
and he was hired back in 2023 and was promoted to COO, even though Jimmy, James, and Sue 100% know his history. Also, I heard that when victim was let go, he was given $30,000 in severance.
There's some severance.
I could get you victim's number. I don't know if he'd talk. I respond, yeah, that'd be great. Also, is there proof he moved to the dubbing company? I could look. It was the original dubbing company called Unilingo. Mr. Beast practically forced them to hire LaQuia, and then they poached Unilingo's employees and copied their whole business and created Creator Global. Verified employee number 2.
Wow.
Asked them the same question.
They jack Unilingo and bounce with all their clients.
They say yes. I don't know how to spell their name, but LaQuia, something like that.
Wow.
He was brought in last year after having not worked there for a year or so at a very high level. I respond LaQuia Hill. They say The reason he had been asked to leave previously is that he had sexually harassed someone that still worked at the company when he was brought back. Yes, LaQuinn Hill.
Beast, what are
But
you
they brought him
doing,
back
kid?
knowing he had sexually harassed an employee previously. And people often talk about LaQuinn making them very uncomfortable.
You gotta get
on
rid of
shoots.
Beast, this is my words of advice, broski. Get rid of all these people that they fucking your shit up, bro. I don't give a fuck. It's not about black or white. It's not about gay or straight. It's about these people have a bad reputation and they fucking your shit up.
Verify employee number 3. I'm looking into more accusations of sexual misconduct at the company. Wondering if there's anything you could corroborate. Have you heard of anything about LaQuinn Hill? They respond, the old gay guy who likes to bang 18-year-old straight employees. Yeah, I've heard of him.
They call him the old gay guy that bangs employees. My goodness, that's not even a short nickname. The old guy that bangs young employees. Can you fucking believe that guy works at a Mr. Beast, a children's fucking network?
Wow. Anything non-consensual to your knowledge? I heard.
Beast, if this is true, this is all alleged, guys. This is all alleged. But Beast, if this is true, you could save your company, bro. Get rid of all these people, man. Ava, everybody, all these fucking clowns, even the James Wall, everybody. Niggas is sniffing coke. They shouldn't be on the teams. Beast, niggas can't know this about people, bro.
He got in trouble for hooking up with his 18-year-old straight assistant.
If you guys do what you do and it comes out to the light, then you got to figure out a way to make people feel like you don't do it no more. But you cannot openly do it and think that it's going to be okay to work in a children's entertainment while fucking strippers and essaying your employees. You cannot essay your employees. Legend, what are you doing, puppy? Because listen, I'm going to tell you something. With all that money, guys, there's fucking brothels. Go to a prostitution brothel. What the hell is wrong with these guys? With all that money, this is the dumb shit they're doing? Yo, Beast, save your company, broski. Get rid of the leeches.
But the company kept it quiet from what I heard. He's a producer and worked in the adult entertainment before Mr. Beast. Yeah, LaQuinn Hill Entertainment. I heard he was fired for sexual harassment, then brought back a year later. That's what I heard too. Employee number 4. Do you know who LaQuinn Hill is? Yes. And you're aware of the case that has been covered up for some time.
That's the second person.
Explain. Essayed multiple people.
Wow. Both of them saying the same shit. And he roofied somebody in this one.
Multiple people as well. I verified employee number 5. I'll also say this person is especially credible.
Wow, 5
They worked
people.
there a while ago. Like 2020, 2021, around then. Okay, few things. LaQuinn sexually assaulted his assistant who was straight and LaQuinn was gay. You probably already know that. But James is best friends with him, so holy shit was that surprising that they kept him around way longer than they should have. There were reports of him making the assistant sleep in the same room / bed with him on trips.
Hell no.
Touching him inappropriately
Hell
and dangling
no.
his job in front of him. Employee number 6, did you hear anything about LaQuinn Hill? I heard that incident happened. I heard they let him go, and I heard they brought him back and just put him in a different department. And I don't know, but I think he's working there again.
So he's hired as a producer, then alleged sexual assault happens, and instead of firing him, they move him to another branch of the company called Unilingo, the dubbing company, and then they move him back to Mr. Beast as the COO. That is Chief Operating Officer. You basically have your hands and eyes on everything. Mr. Beast is supposed to be a family-friendly
That's what I
company.
just
He
said.
sells candy bars to kids, and he's just
Well, I
launched a
didn't say
toy
that.
line at Target. His audience are youth, they are children, and he markets himself as a family-friendly company. He has executive-level employees not being held accountable and moving them around like a dirty Catholic church priest. Like, this is gross. There is also a whole story with the company Unilingo, and let me know in the comments if you'd like to learn more about that. I feel really bad for them because LaQuinn Hill was basically forced on them to work there. I feel bad, and it might be interesting to do a deep dive because I feel like Jimmy ripped off and tore apart Unilingo, which wasn't created by Jimmy. That was created by someone else.
Now, recently, Mr. Beast has let LaQuinn Hill go. They had this sort of leaked email where they say, Therefore, along with Jeff Hausenbold, our new president and COO.
I said this on Twitter, but I do not think that this looks like a leaked document. In my opinion, I don't think he wrote this. This memo was also leaked right after he hired that big fancy crisis management company. So in my opinion, they wrote this, slapped his name on it, and it was their first attempt to rebuild the public image.
Right, alluding to the fact that LaQuia Hill is no longer working there. Now, I have been open with Mr. Beast about the fact that I was going to cover LaQuia Hill. This is a single frame in my first video where I reference LaQuia. He's also in my Twitter header. And I've also just told people who work at Mr. Beast that they have to let LaQuia Hill go. So they did what I wanted and let him go, right? Well, just on a whim, I decided to look into the Creator Global LinkedIn, and it had gone private to where everyone just shows up as a LinkedIn member, right? But I saw this, L, LinkedIn member, president of Creator Global. I thought, you know what, that's a little suspicious. So I reached out to one of my connections close to Mr. Beast, and I said, hey, can you look into this account for me? Because sometimes if you have connections, you can see private LinkedIn accounts. And this is what they saw. LaQuia Hill, listed as the current president at Creator Global. No work history between graduating UNC in May 2001 and becoming the president at Creator Global in 2024. Dude, this is like the
2024. That's right now. That dude who essayed a couple of people already on a Beast staff, straight kid who was his assistant. He was dangling his junk in his face at hotels on business trips, and he's employed right now.
Listed as the current president at Creator Global. No work history between graduating UNC in May 2001 and becoming the president at Creator Global in 2024. Dude, this is like the 3-cup game where you gotta like keep track of the pets and races as Mr. Beast just moves them between companies.
They just sort of kept moving them around. You know, like those killer whales at SeaWorld, after it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
Which I heard, you know, Mr. Beast or James Warren forced Unilingo to hire LaQuia as sort of part of their partnership without, you know, sending them the report on his alleged sexual misconduct at the company. I also have a voice memo from James Warren showing that they told Unilingo to process a $28,000 bonus for LaQuia, which there's definitely something suspicious going on with
he's even
that.
getting bonuses.
Hey buddy, it's James. Sorry to be bothering you. I've done my absolute best not to bother you. But LaQuia had presented a bunch of stuff to me and Jimmy a little bit ago. All really great stuff. But he had asked me and Jimmy personally. He's like, hey, you know, can I have a $28,000 bonus for work I did in the past? And I'm like, yeah, of course, man. And the reason for that is I had brought him up to my level, and I don't take bonuses. So for like 2 years, he didn't get any bonuses when our guys were getting like crazy percentage bonuses. I need a favor. Sue cannot process this bonus through Beast.
Oh my God, yo, what the hell?
A K bonus for LaQuia. Let me know. Bye.
Sus. We're getting on the sus bus. Sue is Jimmy's mother, who's in charge of all the finances at the company. Why can't Sue process a payment for LaQuia Hill through Beast?
This is
And
so
also, James
fucking
Warren says that
shady.
he brought LaQuia up to his level. James Warren is at the very, very top. He is the secret CEO of the company, and LaQuia was the COO. Those are both executive level positions at Mr. Beast.
Then they used LaQuia to try to steal Unilingo's business, poach their employees, take their clients, and then Mr. Beast launched Creator Global, where LaQuia Hill is currently listed as the president. So that's LaQuia Hill. And that's just what I can put on the record. I will say that if Mr. Beast tries to deny this, more evidence will be brought to light, and more people will definitely come out defending me, saying, hey, this is true, these allegations are true. This is all true. Allegedly, in my opinion, for legal reasons. Okay, now let's move on to the man himself, Jimmy Dog.
Okay, jeez, there's more. Oh, and I really don't want to look at this. Can
Oh
we like
my
put a
God.
penguin over this or something?
First, I'll show this testimony from another former Mr. Beast employee just to show sort of the work culture, especially from a female's perspective. She says, on my very first day, I was told to avoid being alone in a room with certain people in positions of power. At least once a week, I was subjugated to inappropriate questions and conversations. Once, a male coworker asked me what I would do if Jimmy assaulted or harassed me. On another occasion, this same coworker said it wasn't fair that women could just decide a past sexual encounter wasn't consensual. Many of the men I worked with would make assault and the jokes on a daily basis. They would scream and hit walls when they got upset. The minute any woman leaves a room, they would talk about if/how they would fuck her. I've heard men comment on female contestants' bodies many times. Not everyone behaves this way, but no one openly speaks out against it in fear of losing their job. If you complain about any of this, you'll be shamed for being too sensitive or just ignored. You can't take anything to HR either because Jimmy's mom runs it. It's pretty common for people to essentially get paid to leave and stay quiet if they make enough noise about something. There is no employee handbook, by the way. If you ask for one or what the company's policies are, they just tell you to ask them and they'll let you know if anything is against the rules, but again, there's nothing in writing, which is true. The leaked document is just the production manual. Not given to all employees.
The document that I shared on my YouTube channel was the leaked production manual.
Yup,
If
she
this
was
is
the one
true,
who
I
broke it.
find it odd that a company this size doesn't have an employee handbook. I
That's
even have an
crazy.
employee handbook, and I'm a very small company. That is odd, but it seems to be par for the course here. I think it's inappropriate that his mom runs whatever HR they have, because if people come in with complaints against her son, what is she gonna do? Put Jimmy in timeout? She's always gonna side with her son. That's her son. There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
in this
she
message,
shouldn't
and
be
a
in
lot of what's
HR.
in here has
That's a
been
conflict of
confirmed
interest.
to me by other people in the past.
They just tell you to ask them and they'll let you know if anything is against the rules, but again, there's nothing in writing, which is true. The leaked document is just the production manual. Not given to all employees. Here's another testimony. This person will go on the record. This is Jess, who accused Ava Kris Tyson of sexual assault. I think her case has been sort of mostly ignored because she wasn't a minor when it happened. But she was a Mr. Beast employee, and you can see in her evidence and her communications with the company the clear signs of a cover-up. You can see them threatening her with legal action and emails and saying oh, we're gonna have a law firm investigate this. Well, they had one firm do an internal investigation, McGuire Woods LLP, the same law firm that sent me my first cease and desist. But then they hired, I guess, Harvey Weinstein's legal team, allegedly, to
That's crazy.
re-review everything. So I guess they weren't happy with the results of the first internal investigation. Also, yeah, this new law firm, Quinn Emanuel, Mr. Beast has worked with them previously.
I've honestly lost track of how many investigations are going on at Mr. Beast, but in all honesty, I don't think that they will ever share the real results of those investigations, what they actually found.
Allegedly, to internally investigate LaKoya Hill's sexual misconduct. So why don't you make that report public, Jimmy? Anyway, here's Jess's testimony. I only hung out with Jimmy a handful of times, but he definitely was a little more reserved around me because I wasn't a part of his inner circle, or the boys club as it's called. I did hear Jimmy straight up say that the guy making a documentary on him right now has footage of him saying stuff that would absolutely get him canceled. It's just a well-known thing the boys club is misogynistic and looks down on women in the company despite what they might say publicly. Behind closed doors, the women in the company know that the culture is a problem. I have heard multiple stories of Jimmy being directly informed of SA happening at the company and proactively working to keep it quiet. So Jess directly implicating Jimmy in the SA cover-ups. LaKoya with an 18-year-old straight assistant, so she's one of the people corroborating that story. Ava told Jimmy about a time she was SA'd by another talent member on a private jet, and talent members/employees making advances towards contestants was a regular occurrence.
I don't know if you guys are hearing this or missing this, but Ava, Jimmy's best friend, was allegedly essayed by another talent on a private jet, and they didn't do anything about it. And for the record, I am not defending Ava Kris Tyson in any of those actions. For the record, I am another talent on a private jet. Jimmy's best friend was allegedly essayed by another talent on a private, but
contestants was a regular occurrence.
I don't know if you guys are hearing this or missing this, but Ava, Jimmy's best friend, was allegedly essayed by another talent on a private jet, and they didn't do anything about it. And for the record, I am not defending Ava Kris Tyson in any of those actions that individual did. I do not agree. I am not down with that. Who is this other talent? Because talent is the term he uses for his inner circle of friends, and I'm very curious. I want to know.
The reason all of this was able to happen for so long is because Jimmy is deeply misogynistic and only respects what he considers to be traditional women. He pushed those values into the company when he created it, and it resulted in several SA allegations we know about, and probably a lot more we don't know yet. Which I will say, a lot of the SA allegations are...
If this is true, I don't think an investigation is going to be enough to fix the problem.
Nah, you need police.
I think you're going to have to clean house.
Not public. Like, man, just fire James Warren and LaQuia Hill.
That's what
Fire
I
them,
say.
don't just move them
Fire
around.
people.
Or I'm gonna start dropping nukes. Anyway, let's. I'm gonna move Maddie Spadell away from all this. I just want to touch on this
Get her
briefly.
out of there.
So Maddie Spadell, who's Mr. Beast's very public ex-girlfriend of 2.5 years, posted this on her Instagram story. She doesn't mention Jimmy by name. It's sort of vague. I think probably either because she's under an NDA or maybe she's just testing the waters to see how people respond before sharing more information. But also it's like not that vague if you have reading comprehension and can read context clues. She says she spent years being quiet, never acknowledging that time in her life. 19 to 21 are formative years.
That's crazy.
It impacted how she saw herself and how she trusted men. Months of therapy. She says how he treats other women will ultimately be how he treats you. So how does Jimmy treat other women?
I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women. I don't really get along with women.
Well, women are stupid because they're inferior to men.
That when she and a group of contestants who were menstruating during the event had asked the production staff about getting their underwear more quickly, she had been told that it was not a medical emergency.
You'll never actually respect a woman, but just act like you respect them.
Mr. Beast withheld my birth control. I have ovarian cysts. You can't just stop taking birth control.
I don't really get along with women.
Wow.
So those are clips from the podcast that I call his Unhinged podcast, where he expresses a lot of his feelings and opinions about a lot of issues that I do not think are healthy. I'll just leave it at that.
Also in this podcast, Jimmy goes on to talk about his relationship with his current girlfriend, Tia, in very weird ways, in my opinion.
For us now, like an idea of a date is just to like take an IQ test and then study and see if we can get a higher. An idea of a date is just to like take an IQ test. And then she was like, I'm an author. And I was like, fuck yeah, good. She has a hobby. And then I just DM'd her. I was like, oh, so your book, can I read it? She sent it over, read the whole book, and it was just like acting like it was the greatest book ever. I don't really get along with women.
It's all of our jobs to protect our friends, our moms, our wives, our sisters, our daughters, ourselves from people like that. That's a pretty clear statement, if you ask me. Now, I almost feel like there's been a campaign against Maddie Spadell to discredit her before she's even shared any information. A lot of like cloud chaser and gold digger allegations. I'll say this is also from that Rolling Stone article. They referenced the breakup. The reporter says, you know, Maddie Spadell, who's appeared in a handful of videos, those in Mr. Beast's inner circle told me that Spadell had been a positive influence, forcing Donaldson to prioritize work-life balance more. Donaldson did not want to comment on the record about the breakup, citing Spadell's privacy, yet Tyson, Ava Kris Tyson, says Donaldson's singular focus on work was a major contributing factor. I think that's what he's going to be looking for next. Somebody who can match his obsession with business and money and all that kind of stuff. So not a bad word.
So the people who I've talked to who knew Maddie, they have said that she's very sweet. This is actually a clip from one of the articles that I read in a previous video on my channel. And again, I'll be linking that article down below because there's just a lot of information in there that if you reread it with fresh eyes, kind of starts to jump out at you.
To be said about Maddie Spadell from Jimmy or the people in his inner circle, which is pretty unusual of an ex-girlfriend. I'll show some of the brain dead media coverage headed by Cuckstar and his news organization Drama Alert. So here's just one of his many posts about Maddie. A thread of every time Mr. Beast's ex-girlfriend allegedly shaded him, downplaying the clout-chasing claims against her. So let's see this extensive thread. One post of a TikTok where she says she was traumatized at 19. Why do you think that's about Jimmy, Keemstar? Allegedly complaining about Mr. Beast fans. This is her most popular TikTok period with over 6.5 million views and was posted last year. And then Drama Alert goes on to give one more example. And that's the end of the thread. So see her most popular TikTok seems to be alluding to her relationship with Mr. Beast. And then she has hundreds of more TikToks.
Keemstar, you're such a hater.
The success of that first TikTok, right? Like if I'm her social media manager, I'm telling her, hey, post about Jimmy Moore. And she obviously knows.
Right, if she was a cloud chaser, all she had to do was post about Jimmy.
Hundreds of TikToks.
She would have been famous.
30 of them are
That's
about
Mr.
Taylor
Beast's
Swift,
girlfriend.
Are about her,
how could she not be
ex-boyfriend of 2.5 years? Which for a Swiftie, it's extremely low to post only 3 times about your ex-boyfriend who's now incredibly famous. So if she was cloud chasing, she's doing a horrible job at it.
That's a
Drama
fact.
Alert, on the other hand, has posted more times in the past month about Maddie Spadell than Maddie Spadell has ever posted about Mr. Beast.
Wow.
I'm glad that Dawson is being really respectful of Maddie. I just really appreciate that in this video. And for all the people who are
Dawson's the
saying
man.
that she's
Dogpack
clout chasing, I
404.
just want to say that it's okay for people to speak up about their real experiences of their life. Just because you're
Yeah.
dating someone who has money or who is rich or well off does
That's a
not
fact.
mean that you don't have a voice and your voice doesn't matter.
I want to address that because I think Mr. Beast knows Maddie has nukes against him and he's trying to discredit her. So let's look at this leaked email. This is from Mr. Beast. It says, yesterday Dawson saved 100 billion. Whoa, guys, whoa. Guys, I don't know how that got there.
You stupid.
That was the wrong email. I don't know how that got there. Yeah, so I've actually heard from pretty credible people that this email was not leaked. So, you know, why lie about it? Devious or deceptive tendencies. Here he is quoted in that Rolling Stone article saying, I'm great at lying. But I wanted to focus in on this part where they say, therefore, along with Jeff Hausenbold, our new president and COO, we will be hiring a new chief human resource officer, chief financial officer, interesting, and general counsel, along with other roles to add capacity and competencies to foster a better internal culture as we continue to grow.
If replacing your mom's jobs with hiring new people is the first step to making your company less toxic, then where do you think this company culture is coming from?
That's
Just
crazy.
keeping it in the family of Jimmy, James, and Sue.
In an initiative to foster a better internal culture is Jeff Hausenbold. Now, but what's ironic about this is that Jeff Hausenbold has been in the news previously for the internal culture that he helped create as managing partner at the SoftBank Vision Fund. Here's New York Post. Nasty executives shaped macho culture at SoftBank Vision Fund. And here's Bloomberg Business Week.
right in at Mr.
SoftBank Vision Fund employees depict a culture of recklessness. It has also been described as an environment of sycophancy and harassment. So seemingly all the problems that people have with Mr. Beast's internal culture. But this Bloomberg article also goes to call Jeff out by name. Jeff Hausenbold collects cars, including a blue Ferrari, and claims to own a 20,000 bottle wine cellar, although he doesn't drink himself. Acquaintances describe him as smart and arrogant and almost entirely lacking in self-awareness. He's also gotten away with some questionable behavior. In a discussion about whether to invest in the stationary bike startup Peloton in 2017, according to two people who were in the meeting, Hausenbold opined that its exercise equipment appealed in part to men who masturbated to its workout videos.
Why would he say that at a meeting with people in the room? Projection much? I think he's tattling on
These
himself.
guys.
Or this
Yeah,
is
they're
the
telling
reason,
on
ladies, don't
themselves.
be feeling comfortable at the gym.
Dude, I want to jerk off! Fuck! I want to jerk off! Look at this!
SoftBank denied the claims, but it's an oddly specific thing for
Who are
two
these
people to
weirdos?
make up a story about masturbating to Peloton workout videos. So yeah, maybe I don't see the vision with hiring this guy as the new president. Also, this is just what I can share right now. I do have more information that I'm trying to get out. Trying to get permission from the victims and everything. Also trying to save some things for when Mr. Beast responds. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching.
All right, that's the end of the video. A lot more stories are coming. And a big thanks to everyone who's been reaching out to me with their stories. Thank you for trusting me. And to anyone who may be thinking about reaching out, my DMs are open on every platform. All right, I'll continue to keep you guys updated. Thanks again. Bye.
Wow, that was a handful. That was a lot to unpack there. And as you can see, that was pretty crazy. And like I said, that was insane. OMG, man. That was a lot. That was a lot to unpack. Oh, man. So, like I said at the beginning, clout chasers, be careful with those clout chasers. Rosanna Pansino, she's definitely Gucci. You could definitely trust her. Know what I mean? But everybody else is just, they're just trying to ride the gravy train right now. I had to say something because I was just tired, you know what I mean, of everybody just acting like they was on the best interest of Beast and everybody else when they was just all just clout chasing. Know what I mean? And I'm going to show you a few of those clout chasers right now so that way you could be a little informed. Like, for example, know what I mean, you got, let's see, where's that at? Let's see right here. Like, for example, here you got this kid named Sadagascar. That's a clout chaser.
Team. Now, why was he kept a secret, you're wondering? Well, this guy is the biggest piece of shit in... Alright, so we're talking about Mr. Beast again. Dogpack 404 made another video exposing Mr. Beast, along with a few other videos that we're going to be talking about today. Now, for those of you who don't know the Mr. Beast lore, I guess I'll give you a quick rundown. Basically, everything about him's a complete fucking lie. He fakes his videos, he tortures his employees, he let a literal child fucker work for him and put him in multiple videos. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, today we have child labor allegations and more employees who are terrible human beings. And
anyway, this guy right here is a clout chaser. As you can see, he only has 30,000 subscribers. He don't really get any views. Most of his shit don't really get rocks. And he's here trying to get his shit going, talking shit about the big beast man. Nah, son, you trash. And we got other faking ass motherfuckers too that be trying to clout chase. Like this motherfucker over here. This Cope and Seif motherfucker.
I know. And this post, I think, is a lovely way to paint himself. I'm not sure.
He's worse than the other one.
Verbiage I'd use.
Because this cornball only got 2,000 subscribers. He's worse. This is a real lame right here. This is the definition of clout chasing. This is a lame. He doesn't bring nothing to the table except stupid opinions nobody gives a shit about. So fuck him too. And you know, like I said, yo, Dogpack, you Gucci with Dogpack, you Gucci with BJ Investigates, you Gucci with Rosanna Pansino, you Gucci, you know what I mean? With the people who actually been through some shit. But everybody else, they probably giving fluff pieces and the rest of them are dick riding. Anyway, you already know, guys. Cheat your meds from the BX. Cheat Challenge, you already know. Subscribe to the channels. Cheat your meds, Cheat Challenge, and Chop Cheese Media on all social media, guys. And thank you for sticking around. If you didn't get to see the whole videos, because I don't even want to get any copyright infringements. I just wanted you to guys say it was all about hearing the information. You know what I'm saying? We're not picking sides. This is all for entertainment purposes, educational purposes.